Hi everyone, it's the Psychic Sleuth, and I have a couple surprises for you today. I decided that since the Autowrite 10 was specifically only for my podcast that I used to have, the Psychic Sleuth podcast, that podcast was pulled, I guess. Can't find it anywhere. So this was done, or should I say, posted in the Psychic Sleuth podcast group and around March 10th, 2018. So the reason why I'm just now putting this out is because I wasn't going to touch Delphi anymore, even though I still had this autowrite I hadn't put on YouTube. Because like I said, it was supposed to only be for the podcast, only to get more people to come to the podcast. And then I had it posted in the group so that people that didn't listen to the podcast could still read it. So I decided that it was time to put it on my YouTube channel. At this time, I also want to mention that I realized my Delphi autowrites is not only about Delphi. It is about multiple cases. I didn't realize that when I did autowrites back then that I got multiple cases, past, present, and future, including people that I may have seen, that I have drawn, or whatever. I was getting multiple cases come in. And if you go back through the autowrites, you might be able to connect some stuff to some cases that have happened since, or in the past. Like I said, past, present, and future. And not everything is going to match Delphi. Not everything matches the girls. I didn't know that at the time. I know it now. Seeing as how my readings interconnect, it doesn't, like when they interconnect, it's a little different than the autowrites. Autowrites is just a bunch of information at one time. I'm an open channel, so I get a lot. And like I said, multiple cases. So if you go through my autowrites, it's not going to all be Delphi. I need to tell you guys that. I've been trying to say it in a lot of my videos. So I'm going to read this autowrite 10. Haven't looked at it in a very long time. And then I have a surprise for you guys. I did actually do one more reading for Delphi. Very last reading I'm going to do. So I did it focused. And a lot of the stuff I got is the same as what I've gotten before, but in a more focused manner. So it's a little surprising. And I will definitely do that after this one. So I get that, let's see, I think that at least one of the girls, Libby, was left there and covered. He killed her in a struggle, but Abby, I believe, was killed later. Now I know it's kind of like later can mean even just a little bit later or second. Now this is why for a long time I thought more than one could have been involved, but I believe Abby ran into a dead end and had to run back because this caused him to be able to catch her. And I get, I think in the dark, easily missed. I think they brought them back and posed them hearing around dusk, which makes sense as the reading I just did. This is what I'm being shown. As I was talking with someone, felt panic, extreme panic. Heard Libby say run to Abby. They went separate directions. He caught up with Libby first, and it's weird to me because he has a bum knee, but I think she may have tripped and twisted her ankle. Now it's weird because this also came in the reading tonight, so it's validated. And this is the first time I've seen this in over a year, so it's really weird. For a long time I didn't see that clearly, but now I am. She tried to protect Abby. I see her falling over a tree branch, a thick one. She's holding her ankle. I see her crawl a bit, get up, and try to run. And unfortunately, he came up behind her. I think he may have killed her there, but I got kind of something a little different. That's why I said I think, because it wasn't really clear. He was pissed that she was fighting. Hearing that wasn't the plan. He was pissed. I get OCD. Everything to just go just as planned. Not the plan. And so I think that part came more clear tonight in the other reading that I did. But I see him catch Abby and turn around, because she has to turn around. But he knew the area to know that she would have to. I see him hiding behind a tree, and then he gets her and takes her back to Libby. And and there's like, let's see, I'm not sure why or what was done after. I did see a red building at this time pop in my head. Not sure why at that time when I was doing this. Probably took his time doing it the way he planned. Hearing these are my dolls. Pain in the left side of my head, so maybe when Libby fell, she may have hit her head too, possible, or maybe he took Abby, and I don't know. See, this was really confusing when I did it, and it's meshing a little bit with the reading I did tonight, but not completely. Tonight was a lot more clearer, but I did get, he's sick and twisted and nasty, smelling oil, someone that has been working on cars, right, hearing the words auto body. Now this may just mean they work there as a second job or knows mechanic work, and this might be for someone. And then there was Ted's, is there a place named Ted's Auto Body? Now it's weird, I think that might fit Lizzie's, because I know that Ted's was like down the street from where she was found. So, and the truck he drives, I'm seeing cursive, can't make it out in a circle on the door, hearing the word Rivers. Now I'm thinking that might go back to Mollie's case. The name Hank is possible connection, Hank Williams, also shown a plastic bag being put over someone's head. I don't have any clue how it relates. Like I said, different cases. I heard where the red fern grows, so that reminds me of like the Ozarks. And the book called 18-Wheeler Avengers has some similarities that I've gotten. So I think during the Delphi autowrites, I did pick up a serial killer truck driver. I honestly do. I think I picked up a lot of different things. That's what I'm saying. So this is going into that. Now I know that I got one of the girls tumbling down the hill, but I'm seeing something that is when he gets them and they start to go down the hill. Libby whispers to Abby, we need to split up, run as fast as you can, let's roll down the hill, pretend they trip and roll down the hill, slide, and I see them split up going down the hill and sideways fast after them. Following first, Libby went in one direction and she had to turn, so following Libby first. So Libby went one direction, Abby went the other, and Abby had to turn around. I'm not familiar with the area, so I'm not sure, but I think there's almost like where she gets lost or something, and I also feel confusion, fear, lost, and worried, and she keeps thinking of Libby, and I see her want to go back to her. Maybe that's why I saw her turn back. Very brave. The rest I already mentioned. It's very personal with Libby for some reason, but quick with her as he's very angry. So I show him walking back to his truck, with which he left. Some way down, I see jeans and boots, brown boots, very much dressed like a trucker, but I see him take off a blue jacket the closer he gets to the truck, and I see him get in. I'm only shown the back of him. I'm starting to think the more that I look at him from the back that there was some kind of, at this time I was thinking like there's multiple personalities. Now he does act differently to some people than to others, that I learned in the new reading. So I see him whistling and walking back to the truck. It's dusk, no one's around. Timed it perfectly. Every last detail. They show me that he sometimes has dark circles under his eyes. He puts on a hat and puts the window down, arms out, and drives away like nothing ever happened. Like no biggie, just no big deal. He looks a lot, so I keep getting the reference to the farm and the reference to pig butchering. So I don't know if that's how he knows what to do or whatever, or if that's even connected to this case. I guess that was stuff that I got. This is the first time I've looked at this in years. So I guess this was stuff that I got before I did the autowrite. So now I did the autowrite, and closer to the edge than we even know, hypnotized, and I'm shown those black and white swirly circles, and I'm not sure how to describe them. Hearing the words brotherhood again, object of my affection, broke my heart. Leaves falling could signify next fall, or there may be some other reason I'm seeing the leaves. I don't know if they were on the ground at that time. So again, like I said, I'm not sure exactly how much of this connects to Delphi, so now that we know that I got multiple cases. So I hear the word tailbone, not sure how it fits. Hearing the word hasta luego, planned from the start, no mistakes allowed to be made. Hearing the word elephants and seeing them, I've been told to symbolize children, I believe. but I don't know. Someone may have a fascination with them, or there's something. Hearing the word guardian, I hear guardian of the keepers. Washington Tower, number 55. I'm seeing a swing hanging from a tree with 2 ropes, and the girls are swinging. The tree is a big oak tree looking. Hearing laughter, hearing the times have changed. Things have moved on. Came across the thought the other day that this may seem cold case, but cases are solved later. Hearing the words, be patient, thank you for all your efforts and this hard work. Again with the mastermind pinstripe, seeing the sharpening of knives. Damn, I really don't want to see this, but I see a hunter in a full gear grab a deer and cut its neck. Now, this may be symbolic, as deer symbolize innocence. It can also mean the man is a hunter, personal, cold, calculated. This is random, but I'm seeing someone jogging in a sweat outfit. It looks like a Suburban. Now, this reminded me of Mollie when I went back through. So I believe the girls have been giving me insights into like a brotherhood of serial killers or something like that. There is a brotherhood serial killer truck drivers, to put that out there. That many can be traced back to cold cases and old cases. The other killers. I feel that this is way bigger than many know. Hearing the word stretches far and wide. Seeing a dartboard and someone throwing darts, hitting bullseye. So this can be symbolic, or the person responsible likes darts. Hearing the words fascination with swords. Getting reference again to the state Alabama, Oklahoma, Ohio. The name Barbara Bush. Now this may mean something took place at the time of the Bushes were there, or something with one or both names in connection to. I do remember that something happened to Barbara Bush around this time after I got this. Hearing the name Andy again. I know I've gotten that before. I'm being shown this vision. I'm not sure I want to say it. Pretty horrifying. But I'll be as gentle as I can be. I see him doing what he did to Abby in the inn with the stabbing, and I see the knife in the air. The moon sparkles off it, and there's blood on it, and I hear him howl or something like that. Now, this again can be symbolic, some type of evil sound, as he arches back, like it was a rush for him, his release. Sometimes sexual sadists don't even involve sex. They like to get off on taking lives. It's gratification for them. This is sick, I know, but just giving what I'm getting. Seeing stars in a black cowboy hat, seeing cowboy boots, and I know I've gotten this before, but it's coming in again. And remember, multiple cases, so not all this is going to fit Delphi. A lot of this I don't even think fit Delphi. So on the boots coming back, spurs on the back of them, I've gotten that sense. Could be very symbolic, reminds me of the Wild West. Maybe this person or connection to those type of things. Hearing the words Hansel and Gretel kind of reminds me a little bit. The cowboy stuff is coming through is kind of reminds me of Dulce, actually. So hearing the words Hansel and Gretel. Now, if you read the story, it's kind of interesting. They're saying that so it's kind of interesting, the story, because Hansel and Gretel were led. So that could also fit Dulce or other kids that are missing. It's kind of interesting that they're saying that. Seeing the side of the roads, bodies dumped, somehow connects back to him. Or hearing the word buckaroo. Seattle, Washington, hearing the word freckles. Looking at Abby and Libby's picture, they seem to both have them. I can see he has them, but I'm wondering if he doesn't have a thing for them. I'm seeing friendship bracelets, very bright colors, seeing dark clouds. Now, actually, I have a validation for the friendship bracelets. After I put this out, I was messaged about friendship bracelets being ordered in regards to these two. So, or no, it was actually, now I remember what it was about. The friendship bracelets, I guess, were ordered and they came right after they passed or something like that. So that was validated. Very bright colors, and seeing dark clouds and clearing and the sun coming out. Hearing the year 1987. Hearing the name Brad Paisley over and over again. I don't want to put it because it didn't make sense, but this person likes music or something, or can identify with the name, or both. Hearing words singer-songwriter, but not sure why. I'm seeing white doves being released, usually a symbol for peace. I don't know why I'm shown carrots and a Ferris wheel and a beach ball. The games that you see in an amusement park or fair. Hearing the word aqua. I keep seeing a hand radio, not sure why. Also seeing someone point a gun in the mirror. He's looking into as if he's practicing. Not sure where the gun came from, as I've never seen it before. Hearing the word revolver. Hearing the name Austin. Hearing the words recovering alcoholic. The girls want to thank you for trying so hard and working together. Ignore the negativity, lots of darkness surrounding this case. The girls want to say, love those important to them, and they are very much present. So, AutoWrite 10 wasn't very much, and it wasn't very much of them. For whatever reason, I don't know. Like I said, and I'll keep repeating it, because I have people still kind of comment stupid stuff, and messaged me, and I'm trying to tell them that I got multiple cases. I know that now about autowrites, so that's why I do random autowrites. I don't do it for a specific case. That I decided to kind of do, like I said, one more last focused reading. I kind of was surprised at what I got, and I was kind of questioning it because, you know, I kind of know from my other readings, and I kind of know from, you know, the stuff that's been released and whatnot, certain things. And so I was trying not to let it lead me in any way, but things were put out there, and they kept repeating it, and they kept saying yes, yes, yes. So anyways, okay, now I'm going to do on another video the very last reading I will ever do on Delphi. So keep tuned for that. Thank you. And if you would like to contact me, private reading, or any kind of validations, psychicsleuth@gmail.com, gentleheartreadings@hotmail.com. Join the Psychic Sleuth podcast. Everything's in there, and the readings that I do, sometimes it's there before I can even get a video done. So you can join that. Make sure you answer the questions. I'll talk to you next time.